What's up? Welcome back to The Great Expanse by John Bapp 426. And this is an update on a story that I posted in a short regarding young Ezra Miller, who's had some difficulty, who's run afoul of the law, and the situation is becoming way more dire. I don't mean dire as in a life is in danger, even though, okay, first of all, I'm going to read this article by the Hollywood Reporter, or at least most of the article revolving, revolving around the Flash and the movie. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. Warner Brothers weighing fate of the Flash as its Ezra Miller problem grows. The studio ponders three paths forward for the expensive DC film, with the worst case, if unlikely, scenario, including the project being scrapped, which I hope they don't do. The fate of Warner Brothers, The Flash hangs in the balance as actor Ezra Miller continues to make headlines for their controversial behavior and various arrests. An outright shelving of the film is not off the table, though it would be a last resort. Warner's and its new parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery, had hoped to avoid the line of fire because its big budget DC superhero tentpole isn't scheduled to hit theaters until June 23rd, 2023. But the pressure is mounting by the day. On Monday, the actor was charged with a felony burglary, and on Wednesday, Rolling Stone reported that Vermont's Child Services Department is attempting to locate a mother and three children who have allegedly been residing at Miller's farm in the state. I hope that that doesn't go down a dark path. A source with knowledge of the situation says the studio appears to be preparing for three possible scenarios. First, Warner's has received indications that the 29-year-old Miller, whose mother has accompanied the actor in recent days, will seek professional help after returning home to their farm in Vermont after being away. If that happens, Miller, who goes by they/them pronouns, could give an interview at some point explaining their erratic behavior over the past few years. The actor could then do limited press for The Flash, and the movie would open in cinemas as planned. That's June 23rd, 2023, less than a year away. The second scenario, even if Miller doesn't reach out for help, Warner could still release the film, but don't expect Miller to play a prominent role in terms of marketing and publicity. Nor would Miller be the Flash going forward, as the role will be recast in future projects. The third scenario, the situation with Miller deteriorates further, which I hope it doesn't. This would see Warner's killing the movie outright, as it cannot be reshot with a different actor. Miller plays multiple characters and is in almost every scene. Scrapping a $200 million film would be an unprecedented move, which I hope it does not come to. All of this comes amid change at Warner's. This is interesting. Earlier this month, newly minted Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav stunned Hollywood when shelving Batgirl, a $90 million movie made for HBO Max. I also did a video regarding that. Unlike The Flash, there was no individual controversy involved. Rather, Zaslav opted to take a tax write-down on the project and pivot away from making streaming films for DC. Miller was cast as The Flash in 2014, the same year a solo The Flash film was announced. The development process has been long, with multiple directors coming and going over the years until the filmmaker, Andy Muschietti, finally got the project off the ground. The film also stars Michael Keaton, back as Batman for the first time in 30 years, and Ben Affleck as a different version of Batman. Miller began their time as The Flash with cameos in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Suicide Squad, both released in 2016 before having a main role in Justice League a year later. And we do not acknowledge the Justice League variation that came out produced, but directed by Joss Whedon. We don't acknowledge that one. We acknowledge the Zack Snyder's Justice League, because Miller had a huger, I don't know if huger is even a word, a huger role in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay? So, just as other people want to identify as something, I identify as one that only adheres to Zack Snyder's Justice League. And that's where it is. I do not want this movie shelved. I don't want it scrapped. I want young Ezra Miller to seek professional help. That's what they need. Okay. And I was not conscious to call Ezra Miller they or their in the previous video. I think I was saying he and him, and he doesn't go by that, so I'm going to respect his wishes. I don't want their movie shelved. I want The Flash to hit the big screen. I want Ezra Miller to get the help that they really deserve and really need. And I pray that his mother and her children are located in fine working order. I pray so. And again, this has been a brief update. I'm not here to make any judgments against Ezra Miller, except I hope he gets the help he deserves. And if there were damages done in his felony burglary, he should pay for the crime. All right, so this is The Great Expanse with John Bepp 426. I hate to give you guys gloomy news, but this is the news, and I'm just keeping you guys up to date if you're a fan of The Flash or DC's movies. And this is comic book related because The Flash is a DC property. So again, I hope the situation does not deteriorate further. I hope The Flash hits theaters as scheduled June 23rd, 2023. Tell a friend, tell a foe, tell somebody you don't even know. Rhymed. About The Great Expanse by John Bepp 426. We get traffic coming and going. Thank you guys for checking this out. Peace.